Yeah.
That's man, you're speaking my language. So
Yeah.
then we should just have sex.
I mean, it's what's the problem is, it's the flight. You know?
That is the only thing holding us back, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, and the anal sex. So,
Yeah, I need to be eased in, my friend.
well, it's for me. It's like I'm really into it if it's a woman because it's the vagina. It's the whole visual part. And if I'm looking down at you, I don't think I'm gonna be able to perform like I want to.
I have Manscaped. That helps.
Does that Manscaped make your penis look like a vagina?
I don't shave that close.
History Defeats Itself is a comedy podcast. Kevin, John, and Greg are not experts, historians, or even all that smart.
All right. Thank you for joining us here on History Defeats Itself.
You're welcome.
Greg's hungry, so let's get this show on the road.
Actually, I'm okay. I had a lot of beef jerky.
Oh, that's right. You ate your body weight in beef jerky.
I did. 130.
Good to see you guys. It's good to see you. It's been a while.
Hablamos.
John, I just noticed this, John. You have cut your beard substantially.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
way shorter.
Way shorter. Yeah.
Like, the only question I can think of is why stop there?
You mean why don't I need to go all the way down? To
Yeah. Why not just shave it off?
This is a beard invention.
Beard invention.
It's a weird time to have it. Because I don't know. I like it this length.
Okay. You know what? That's great answer. That just makes me feel bad for asking. So that was a solid answer.
So
Is
why
it
don't you
true?
have a beard at all, Kevin?
Yeah, Kevin.
I got a little stubble.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to come back from that one, huh, John?
Yeah. That's shut your ass up.
Fucker.
Greg,
So-
you don't have any facial hair.
No, I got a little stubble.
Yeah, okay.
You can't really tell because it's mostly gray.
So right, and that's the thing is like I know that I'm a year away from having it to shave it off because it's all gonna be gray. And then
What do you mean a year away?
It's all gray now.
Why do you set these timelines?
I mean,
I don't know, John. It's
I'm
you
not.
gotta.
It's sooner than later. So
It's the mustache still has color. The beard not so much.
yeah, no.
Yeah, get rid of it. It's time, Jack Black. I'm just kidding. You do what you want to do. Grow it out again.
I mean, here's the thing. I was going to do what I wanted to do anyway before you gave me permission. But thank you, Greg, for your permission.
It was the best song in the world.
That's hurtful, John.
Sometimes you got to be mean. Sometimes you gotta say, I'm gonna fuck you softly. I'm gonna hump you discreetly. You know that one?
Yeah. No, I just want to let you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted you to go.
Is this your topic?
Yes. It's Jack Black. I want to fuck her.
All right. Well, speaking of topics, we are doing a holiday theme today, given the fact that we are a couple weeks away from Christmas and Hanukkah. Does Hanukkah start like the same day as Christmas, or pretty close, right?
Hanukkah's not real.
Oh,
It doesn't exist.
better tell that to my candle budget because it seems
You've
real
been saving
now.
all year.
Yeah, scripping and saving.
I've been picking up cans on the side of the road.
I've been picking up oil to let my menorah. Yeah, Hanukkah starts on the 25th of
Yeah, that's what I thought. I
December.
thought it was about the same. Yeah, that's unusual, right? It's usually before.
It's it flops around.
Flips and flops.
Mhm.
Okay.
When was the last time it was on the Lord's Day?
What is the Lord's Day? Sunday?
No, it's Christmas, I think.
It is.
That's when Jesus had sex with a dolphin. I really don't know how it works.
I don't know the Bible.
But
You read the Bible, didn't you, John?
That's definitely in there.
yeah,
I actually want to read the Bible.
it is terrible. It's a terrible read. It is not compelling at all. It is not a page turner.
All right, then I'm not going to read it.
When Luke, son of John, son of Ishmael, son of like, there's literally
Son of Darth
verses where
Vader.
It's like in the Old
Spoiler.
Testament, where it's giving you 1,000 fucking names of the
It's
lineage.
like a George R.R. Martin book.
Yeah, exactly, and you're just like,
And they change names halfway through.
Now I will forever be known as Gregory.
and Job is spelled J-O-B, but it's pronounced Job, and you're just like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Nope, 100% job.
But you go through your whole childhood saying job, and then
Yep.
someone says it out loud, and you're like, fuck!
I'm like, wow, I feel so dumb.
Somebody could have told me.
Who's this Jesus guy?
That was how I felt. The word awry. Oh, I thought it was Ari for the longest time.
So did I.
Yeah.
So did
That is
I.
bullshit spelling is what that is.
And
I
so
thought Massachusetts was Massachusetts.
you sure did.
No, that checks out. That tracks.
You sure did.
All right. Well, tell you what. I'm going to start this one.
Oh, you are.
Oh,
I am.
Why don't you just go ahead and not ask for our consent and just put it right in there?
Greg, I've never asked for your consent.
Okay, I'm gonna start eating beef jerky again. I hope your
look.
topic's about beef jerky.
I got a bunch of bananas.
I can't eat
What
the
is
bananas
going on with
anymore.
you two?
We like
Well,
snacks.
instead of on my bar, in my bar, there's like a bowl full of fruit. So
Okay. All right.
I gotta-
What does the
I gotta-
neon sign behind you say?
It says evolution.
It says bananas.
Wow, that's a big wall then.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, okay. So, as I said, we're going to do a holiday theme today since we're very close to the holidays. I guess we're in the midst of the holidays. By the way, did you guys have a nice Thanksgiving?
Just get
yeah.
your fucking topic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Killed
Here we go.
Killed a turkey.
Greg, you're Jewish. If someone says Merry Christmas to you, how does it make you feel?
Mm.
Just full of jerky.
He's got to chew that jerky.
I do.
chew
Oh
that.
God, he's gonna choke. Someone
Chew
get
that,
Jen.
chew that salty meat, Greg.
I am gonna choke. It's so funny because my answer is so fucking boring. The person that asked this question to is my mom.
Okay. First of all, how do you feel? How does it make you feel?
I usually say thank you and Merry Christmas to you.
And how does what's her name? Charlotte? What is her name? What's your mom's name?
My mom, it's not Charlotte.
Damn it. It's an
Close
old,
though.
what is it, John? You always talk about how you guys have a relationship. What is her name?
Helena.
Helena. How does Helena feel when
They
someone says
they
Merry
do have a
Christmas?
relationship. It's just not sexual like John imagines it to be.
You don't know. You're not with us every moment of the day.
Whatever, Dad.
Pop.
Okay, let's do some role playing, John.
No,
Wish-
Go to your room.
let's
wish
not.
wish your sweet old Jewish girlfriend Merry Christmas, and I'll be my mom.
Hey, Helena, Merry Christmas.
Oh, and Happy Hanukkah to you. Now let's see that penis, John.
Only if you show me the space layers there.
Okay.
I don't have the code. You know that.
Okay.
They wouldn't give it to me.
I got
loose.
They
I
won't
got
give it to
loose lips.
Oh yeah, you do.
I don't think we should continue.
Why is my mom a slut on this episode?
This is how Greg and I are. This is our foreplay.
Okay, John.
Let me
you
be
are
his
not
mom.
Jewish.
I get to be his mom in this one.
John, you are not Jewish, but you hate everything about the holidays, right?
I don't hate everything about the holidays.
No, you do. You do. It's like
Kind
sports.
of do.
I know.
like
I hate
sports for
everything
you.
about humanity.
Oh, well, the holidays are part of humanity.
The holidays
That's true.
are.
That's true.
So if someone says Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Season's Greetings, enjoy your day, how do you react?
Fuck you.
Yeah.
No. I say it back. I'm not.
So,
yeah. I don't
One
care.
of the things I've never understood is the whole debate on Merry Christmas. Okay, like I don't know how much you guys know about this, but
Oh, I know. I watch Fox News.
Yeah, well, there's people who are very upset that they refuse to say Happy Holidays. And the thing that I think is so interesting about that is I don't understand why you care, because not everybody celebrates your holiday. So if you walk up to somebody like Helena and you say Merry Christmas,
It's
It's
Helena.
Helena, like Montana or Washington. Or
If you
wherever
walk
that is.
up to a city of Montana,
if you walk up to Helena and you say Merry Christmas and she says, well, Happy Hanukkah to you, like you're not, you just kind of feel stupid, right? If you say Merry Christmas to someone who doesn't celebrate Christmas, or it's just pointless, right? So who cares if you just say Happy Holidays to cover all the bases, right?
I agree. Yes, but I know why they get upset. But
Okay, so
I know
tell
why
me
they get upset too, and it's
All right,
the
well, tell me
same-
why they get upset.
It's the same reason why a person with a penis and another person with a penis should not be married to one another in their minds.
is it?
It's because of that book.
Oh, I thought it was because your penises will catch on fire from rubbing together.
They could.
Because you need lubrication.
Well, if you're camping and you have no matches,
Kevin, have you seriously? This is new
It's the
information.
religion. Yeah,
for
it's
you?
religion. It's they feel that they're
This
Christians.
argument is like 15 years old, buddy.
Okay.
A lot of the Christians that I know, not all Christians, but a lot of Christians that I know feel that they have the last 25 years. Oh, fuck that. For the last 6,000 years, the religion's been under attack, and every year they lose religious freedoms and all this. So, which they don't. They're not losing any freedoms.
The religion's not that old.
Well, I know it's like what 2,024 years old. We set a calendar by it. So
yeah, I love the Louis C.K. bit where he's like, for all the other religions, Christianity wins. What year is it? Yeah, Christianity wins.
yeah.
But here's the thing: I actually am going to disagree with you guys on your assessment
you don't think it's
of
religion?
why people get upset. I think it's.
Well, can we
We're
talk
gonna
about
talk a
why
lot
my
about-
can we talk about why my mom gets upset? Because that's
Sure.
a completely different reason.
Yeah.
Because my mom gets upset because she does not like the assumption that everybody celebrates Christmas, and she doesn't like you assuming her religion.
Sure, I get that.
So then she stands up for it, and
But
But
she
in
also
fairness-
knows that there's a war on Christmas and that people like to talk about. And, that probably she's like, what the fuck?
and she also knows she gets upset if you don't wear a sweater. So
Are all the
Well,
branches
sometimes
of
it's
the
hot.
are all the branches of the armed forces involved in the war on Christmas, or is it just like the Navy, or is it just Coast
It's more
Guard?
of a Coast Guard thing.
Yeah. Exactly.
they can handle
We're
that.
not going to send the A game.
They got the water cannons.
So, all right, let's start about the war. Let's start with religion. We're going to talk religion first because obviously religion plays a big part in the war on Christmas. So we're going to go all the way back to the time of the Puritans. The Puritans
They were
a
fun.
super strict religious group from England in the 16th and 17th centuries who thought the Church of England was way too fancy and not serious enough about the Bible.
Was it also
They-
schmancy?
It doesn't say.
Okay.
They believed in living simple, disciplined lives and cutting out anything they considered sinful or unnecessary. And when it came to Christmas, the Puritans hated it. They thought it was too pagan, too Catholic, and way too wild. People back then celebrated with big parties, drinking, and general chaos. Not exactly the holy day vibe the Puritans were going for. So they banned Christmas entirely in England for a while. And when they came to America, they banned it there too, at least in New England. And a little bit of background on this part. The Puritans' entire worldview revolved around their Christian faith and devotion to Jesus as their savior. However, they didn't believe that Christmas was the right way to honor him because they saw no biblical basis for celebrating Jesus' birthday on December 25th and believed that the holiday had become corrupted by pagan customs and excess. So there's nothing necessarily that says, at least I don't know, according to this, that Jesus was born on December 25th.
Did they think that Die Hard was a Christmas movie?
That is probably something that is more up for debate than my whole topic. I mean, do you guys find it to be a Christmas movie?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But Christmas is so secondary. It's not about Christmas though.
Doesn't matter.
It is about no. It's about family. And what is Christmas if not about family?
Yeah, because the primary, the couple in the movie, Bruce Willis and his whoever played his wife, they were separated, and they were.
What is her
they had-
name?
They had a fractured.
Ani Bedelia?
Bonnie
I
Hunt.
think it's Ani DeFranco.
Oh, I don't think that's right.
Oh,
Anyway, yeah, they had a tough relationship, and at the end, they got back together. So how could you not call that a
Spoiler alert.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Well, so the Puritans, they banned public Christmas celebrations, even greetings, and they enforced penalties that included fines and imprisonment. In colonial America, in Boston, Christmas celebrations were banned between 1959 from 1659 to 1681, which is a decent amount of time.
Hey, John, what state is Boston
hey,
in again?
hold on one second. Shit.
What's the problem?
Hey, babe.
I don't want to have to edit.
You're gonna have to edit.
Oh, okay. Hey, hey guys, can you? We have I guess. Yeah, that's why I just texted you. Said I'm doing the podcast. Oh, is that where you just want to be on the phone so you don't get murdered?
Oh,
Okay.
we don't want her to get murdered.
I'm gonna eat some more beef jerky.
This this is
getting-
100% staying in. By the way,
Totally should.
This is getting in. This is getting good.
So we were talking about people getting mad when they
Tell her to listen to the show.
yes, you gotta listen to the show. So when they say when you say Happy Holidays instead of Merry Christmas,
Oh my god.
we just learned about
that is really not selling my topic very well. By the way,
Is someone fucking running after her right now?
yeah, what is going on?
And it's a John Mulaney.
All right, you okay? You
Do you think John Mulaney's like some sort of stalker?
All right, baby, I love you.
You never heard that
All right, bye.
skit that he does?
I've heard a lot of his skits. I don't remember that one.
All right,
John, I can't go and edit that out. That takes way too much time.
No, I don't give a shit. Don't edit it out.
All right,
Is she walking
before
down
we
a
lose,
dark alley or something?
before we lose the few listeners we have left,
I like that you pretend that we still have listeners.
any display of holiday cheer, including saying Merry Christmas, was seen as defiance of the law, and fines for celebrating were as high as 5 shillings.
No.
Yes.
Quick question.
Yep.
What's a shilling?
No idea.
All right.
No idea. I thought you would know that. You're our
Well,
You're a money
do know
guy.
this.
you're our currency expert.
One thing I do know about shillings, 5 is 5 times more than 1.
Okay,
That's
okay.
annoying. Yeah.
John, is Courtney okay?
She's okay. She just had to go down some stairs.
Oh,
I know exactly where she was and what she was doing. And yeah, there's these stairs close to her house, and she gets really scared when she goes down them, even though she's got a pit bull that'll rip your fucking face off. So
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad she's okay.
that pit bull would rip your face off, Kevin.
I believe you.
You look at Kevin's face; it looks like it already happened.
Oh, that's not nice.
I got bit in the nose by a dog once. Oh, I dropped my fidget spinner. All right.
Jesus, this episode's fucking tanking, man.
So, despite these bans, many people continued to celebrate Christmas in secret, often using discreet ways to exchange greetings and gifts. The Puritans' efforts ultimately failed, as people's love for the holiday and its tradition proved stronger than the legal restrictions. So, those were the Puritans and their anger towards Christmas.
Fuck the Christmas.
But they were super religious.
Yes.
Right,
Okay.
but religion is right. Well, yeah, Jehovah's Witnesses don't celebrate Christmas either.
No. They don't celebrate
but
anything.
they don't
celebrate
believe in-
birthdays. Or,
Yeah.
They believe in Jesus.
They do.
Okay.
They believe that Jehovah's Witnesses believe that any sort of it's like basically like a false idol kind of thing, that it's celebrating anything other than the resurrection of Jesus Christ is like a slander on Christianity.
So next,
Would they say it besmirches it?
ooh, that's a good
does.
word.
Yeah.
I love that word. All right, so now we're going to go to the Victorian reinvention of Christmas. Christmas made a comeback in the 19th century, blending religious and secular traditions and sowing the seeds for future debates. Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol in 1843 was a novella that helped redefine Christmas as a time for family, charity, and goodwill. Are you guys familiar with A Christmas Carol?
Well, right,
Nope.
that was where the whole town is going against the old guy who just wants to be left alone. So eventually he gets what he wants and gets left alone.
Isn't that Grinch?
I think that's Moby Dick.
I don't know what that is, but I don't think it's Christmas Carol. The story emphasized Christian values, and its focus on generosity and redemption resonated beyond religious audiences.
Oh, I think the movie you're thinking of is Scrooged. Scrooged, that one.
Oh, that's a great one. Bill
Yeah.
Murray.
I like how you said it twice.
Yeah. Just to make sure you understood.
Scrooged.
The Victorians embraced a blend of traditions, including pagan customs like decorating trees and exchanging gifts, Christian practices like nativity scenes at midnight mass, and secular festivities like card exchanges and large feasts. This era popularized Christmas greetings. The first commercially available Christmas cards appeared in 1843, many of which included phrases like Merry Christmas or the more generic Season's Greetings. Merry
Ooh.
Christmas became the dominant phrase, reflecting both Christian and secular enthusiasm for the holiday.
Okay.
Yeah. Even in the Victorian era, some conservative Christians expressed concerns about Christmas becoming too commercial and losing its religious focus. This criticism laid the groundwork for future disputes over inclusivity versus tradition.
All right.
With me so far?
With you.
I'm kinda, I guess. Shit.
The 20th century introduced diverse winter celebrations to the mainstream, prompting the need for broader, more inclusive greetings. In the 20th century, as Jewish and other immigrant communities became more integrated into Western societies, Hanukkah grew in cultural significance, especially here in the US. Winter solstice celebrations, like Kwanzaa, introduced in 1966, and secular New Year's festivities also became more prominent, expanding the scope of seasonal celebrations. By the 1940s and 50s, department stores and advertisers began using happy holidays and season greetings to appeal to a broader audience. These terms were intended to be inclusive, acknowledging multiple celebrations during the winter season.
Seems to make sense.
Right?
I mean, capitalism.
Yeah, you don't want to turn away a customer.
No, that's the whole system works when people buy things.
Advertisers and department stores. Yes, that makes sense. That they were the ones kind of steering the ship, right? U.S. presidents also adopted generic holiday greetings in official White House cards. For example, Dwight Eisenhower's 1955 card featured the phrase "Season's Greetings."
That motherfucker.
That motherfucker. These phrases reflected an attempt to unify
It should have been.
Americans.
It should have been season greeting, motherfuckers.
That would make sense for Dwight Eisenhower.
Merry Christmas. Fuck everyone who gets offended by this.
These phrases reflected an attempt
And then,
to unify
and then he draws a
Americans.
picture. This is Ike's dick.
And that's Santa sitting on Ike's dick.
This is Ike's dick.
It's Mike and Ike. Mike is his dick.
Do you like
That's
Mike
where
and
that
Ike?
comes from. Okay, I get that.
Mike and Ike is kind of a divisive candy, I think.
What?
Mike and Ike's.
It's a divisive candy?
Yeah, I don't like the licorice part of it. Ugh,
Oh no, they're gross.
they're disgusting.
No.
Jennifer eats those. Ugh.
Well, so see, it's actually a unifying candy. It brings you two together.
No, it doesn't. Because I
No, it
hate
sounds
them
like
and
it's
she
driving them
loves them.
apart.
Yeah.
But
But you
eats
know
the
what?
ones
She
you don't like.
purposely buys those, not because she likes them so much, but she knows how much I hate them, so I'll never fucking take them from her.
Yeah, but I get that.
That's a passive aggressive way to say fuck you, Greg.
This is my candy. Nyeh.
I'm not going to buy good candy because I know you'll eat it.
What are the hot
I know how you
tamales?
act with those Swedish fish, you son of a bitch.
Isn't that
I
the?
love Swedish fish.
I love that. Isn't hot tamales basically like Mike and Ike's, but it's like cinnamon flavored? Like
Yeah, well, they're the same shape, but they're way better.
yeah.
Way,
No, I like those.
way better.
I
How
agree.
about like, and they have different degrees of heat on those.
They're like Cheetos?
They've got like a flavor that's like extremely hot or wild hot or Kevin hot.
Rectum burners. Candy for
What,
kids.
what does that happen when you eat something spicy?
Oh, jalapenos kill me.
I
Okay,
don't
let's get back to the topic.
No, I don't understand why my butt has to feel the pain.
It just is what it is, man.
Just no.
So
it's just a
these
saw.
these secular phrases sparked occasional backlash from those who saw them as erasing Christmas. So now we're
It's
at
not like
the
if
modern-
you crap out like a cake or something like that, your butt feels like the sweetness from the frosting.
I'm gonna have to let him just go
You
for a
do.
while, aren't
You
I?
do. Yeah.
I just don't understand why it's only spicy.
By the late 20th century, debates over holiday greetings had become politicized, reflecting broader cultural tensions. The phrase "war on Christmas" was popularized in the early 2000s, particularly by media figures and conservative commentators. They argued that using inclusive phrases like "Happy Holidays" undermined Christmas traditions. Major corporations like Walmart, Macy's, and Starbucks adopted Happy Holidays in their marketing to avoid alienating non-Christian customers. I don't know if you guys remember in 2015 when Starbucks faced backlash because they used plain red holiday cups without Christmas specific imagery. I actually remembered this after I started reading about it, that they were like getting shit because they didn't have it wasn't Christmassy enough in people's eyes. Starbucks, who fuck cares?
Some people do care. I don't understand these people that are kind of, let's just call them conservative religious people, because maybe that's what they are. Wouldn't they be pro-capitalism and pro-business?
They should be.
And don't they know it's a business decision? They don't give a fuck what their customers really think. They just want to
by
sell more
God, no.
units. I gotta sell more units.
Hey, we all want to sell more units. Similar debates have occurred in other countries such as Canada and the UK, where inclusivity efforts sometimes clash with traditional holiday customs. So, why can we not stop fighting about this?
Because
It's
podcasters won't stop bringing it up.
it's not
Just won't let it die.
it's
Kevin.
not religion, gentlemen. It's not. It's tradition. People aren't. Come on, a lot of these people who like complain about it, they're like the lapsed Catholic guilt people. Like they're not Puritans. You know what I mean? They're just. It's just they just want something to be angry about, and it's tradition, and they don't like their traditions.
There's a
being upended.
24-hour news cycle. They got to fill it with something, so people
That's
just
true.
say stupid shit.
But a lot of people feel nostalgic, right, around Christmas time. We all, well, John doesn't, but more normal people do.
I do feel.
For the way,
I feel
But I don't
nostalgia.
rely on somebody else to make me feel nostalgic. Like, I don't care what Starbucks does. That doesn't affect how my season is going. If I was a Starbucks consumer, I
what
would.
is nostalgia? Nostalgia is you pick that time when you were at the right age for you to be influenced by something, whether that's TV, holiday, music, whatever. Like you get that nostalgic feeling, right? So whatever it is that it's sort of like when people say, "Oh, it was a simpler time." Yeah, it was a simpler time whenever things were easy for you, right? So if you were a child of the 80s, then the 80s were a simpler time for you. So if these people just want to, they just think about this nostalgia and they want it to be that way because that's what they remember Christmas being. So they want it to be what they have in their mind.
Right, which is capitalism. Like Christmas is,
I mean, it
it's
is
just about buying shit and eating sugar.
is.
That's what it's about. That's what Thanksgiving.
I know,
Did you
but
say
Every holiday we
buying
have is
shit
about-
and sugar?
Huh?
Do you say
Buying-
buying shit and sugar?
No, buying shit and eating sugar. That's what
God,
it's about.
you are really anti fucking sugar, buddy. I
I
don't
love
like
sugar.
This about
I
you.
love sugar, but I'm
No,
saying like that's
No,
I
but
do.
now that you're not eating sugar,
No,
not everything is about sugar. It doesn't carry the same weight.
I didn't say
Christmas.
everything. I said two things.
But you brought it up. Like it's just that would be like I would say
What I think-
it's
well-
about capitalism and hockey sticks because I play hockey and it's just what
Oh
you have a
really? Does
very
everybody
narrow-
everybody
you have
gets
a
a fucking
very
hockey stick at
narrow
Christmas?
worldview right now because
Is it-
you've deprived yourself of sugar.
No, does everybody? Do you eat candy over the holidays, Greg? Do you eat more candy over the holidays than you eat? Over
I
the
don't. I eat more. I'll eat more candy over Halloween,
Well, there you go.
but I don't eat. My candy consumption does not change one iota over Christmas.
What about do you have like cookies, cakes, like more sweets?
No more than I do any other fucking time.
You fucking son of a bitch. You son of a
Thank
bitch.
you. You just love to point out how good you are. You don't have sugar this time of year. I
I
feel
am
bad.
angry about it.
I don't know
made
the
a
words.
stupid choice.
Holy
Jen made fucking like homemade brownie cookie things, and I couldn't have them, and they looked fantastic.
I didn't eat a single one of them. How
Oh,
about
they
that?
looked so good. I bet they were delicious.
I wouldn't know.
All right, that's my topic. My point is my whole thing with this is it's never going to stop. It's always going to be an issue. It's so stupid and it doesn't matter. And
Why is everybody a victim? Why do people have to be victims?
my point is sort
Fucking
of. It's like, why do
snowflakes.
we care? Why do we care? Why is this important? You say Merry. You know what? When I am with somebody and they celebrate Christmas, I say Merry Christmas. If I don't know, I say Happy Holidays.
Because
If it's Greg, I say Happy Hanukkah.
humans are miserable beings overall that are all hypocrites.
Oh yeah, that's really really good, John.
Like it's really fun. I think the thing that's really interesting to me is like Republicans.
The
'Cause
sugar
it definitely is a
it sugar
Republican
again?
thing. Huh? Yes,
Nothing.
it's about sugar. Everything's about sugar. No, it's that when and the left has their version of this, right? The left have whatever that is, right? Whatever, like they have something that's just overblown, and I can't think of an example right now, but they do, and when the left does it, it's the right says, "Oh, it's your snowflakes," right? But then there's snowflakes about Christmas. It's just like if you are that upset because someone says Happy Holidays to you, you're a pussy. You're
Yeah,
just an
I agree.
absolute little bitch. Can't handle life. Oh my God, they hurt my feelings because they said Happy Holidays and not Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
They literally think that people are saying Happy Holidays because they're woke and they don't want to be so fucking.
Which makes them little snowflakes.
Yeah, I
So,
know. I
yeah.
know.
So
It is funny.
I think I can't think of a better way to end my section of the show. Thank you, John. I'm serious. I'm serious. It's fucking you nailed it. You nailed it.
All right, guys. I'll see you next week.
All right. Who's next?
Greg, you go because mine's really short.
All right, guys. John knows what my topic is because I called them from. I almost said I called them from a payphone.
He called me. He took a time machine to 1987 and called me to tell me.
Nice.
And John was like, "Hey, Greg, how you doing?" Wait, how old were
Greg
you?
was like, I only got 10 minutes before I got to put another quarter in. So
and I got to drive 88 miles an hour to get. Okay. So yeah, I called him. I had one day of jury duty, and I'm like, "Hey, John, have we ever done an episode about Krampus?" And he goes, "Son of a bitch, that's what I was gonna do it on, but I picked something else." So I said, "Good, I'm gonna go back to jury duty." So
What happened at jury duty, by the way?
yeah.
Okay, so this is what we should have wars about. Not fucking whether people say Happy Holidays. I had to sit around in a fucking room for 5 hours, and they basically said, if we call your name, you'll have to go see a judge and say, "Hey, are you going to be a good juror?" And I'm going to be like, "No, I fucking hate people with beards." And then they kick me off the jury. But I just sat there in a room, and then they're like, "Okay, you don't have to go." Later. So I wasted with drive time like 6 hours, and I could have been doing anything else. It felt like I spent time in an emergency room in a hospital while I was there. You know, like time grinds to a halt when you're just waiting.
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah. Where it feels like it's been 6 days.
Yeah. I think did we do an episode on this about jury duty? Because
no, we didn't. And there was no windows, so I couldn't. You can't even tell what time it is.
You couldn't tell what time of day it was. You couldn't just jump out and put yourself out of your misery.
I think me, like as a citizen going into a jury, knowing nothing about the law and deciding somebody's fate, that's a terrible system.
Yeah,
there needs
terrible.
To be pros. Like we have lawyers. Lawyers should do it.
Yeah, why do I
know
have
the law?
Why do I even have to be threatened with it? Nobody wants to do it, and if you do want to do it, there's something wrong with you. And I just realized that sitting in that room was a lot like being in Vegas. There's no windows, they pipe in oxygen, and you lose all your money.
Were you gambling?
Yeah, I was gambling with my time, man.
Yeah, someone set up some cardboard. We started rolling dice, man. Whatever. We were killing time.
Don't you hate it when fucking 0 or 00 comes up? Because it's like, come on. I get it. Odd or even black or red, but 00. I don't like that.
All right, Krampus.
Krampus originates in Alpine folklore, particularly in Austria, Germany, and parts of Hungary, Slovenia, and Croatia. Okay, so you guys, if you ever looked at a map, you'd know where those places are.
Okay.
Just so you know, it's not the United States. Okay.
I have a map.
Yeah, John, Kevin, get up there and point to Austria, Germany.
It's in the center one towards the top, I think.
So Krampus is often depicted. Yeah, you found it.
I was right. Yeah.
Wait, that looks like Africa. I can't tell how high you're pointing.
Is Kevin wearing skinny jeans?
Looks better.
Kevin, are you wearing skinny jeans?
Kevin, just so you listeners know at home, Kevin stood up and turned around and pointed to his map that's on his wall, and he has absolutely no ass. Have you ever done a squat?
Yeah, I just don't have an ass. It's part of
it's
in my genes.
I mean,
not,
no, it's
you
not.
Don't have an ass. You don't have an ass in your jeans.
Not these jeans, but yeah, my brother doesn't have an ass.
I don't either. So
come from a long line of anti-ass.
I come from a long line of assless people.
Do you know why you don't have an ass?
Because you don't do squats.
Yeah. No,
I
because
do squats actually.
yeah, I do too, and it
Let's
just
see 'em.
doesn't. It never gets bigger. I have just
I do glute exercises even, and glute specific.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about
that-
you, John? You don't have an ass?
I have sex with Kevin.
Yeah.
In his glute.
It's contagious.
Yeah.
That sucks. If you stare at Kevin's ass for more than 5 seconds, your ass disappears.
Yeah. And we both just lost a little bit of ass when he was pointing at that map. So yeah.
His pants completely.
And what's fucked up is he doesn't get any of it. It just disappears. It seems like it would our ass would go to his ass, but it
I
doesn't.
think
Hey,
I think I
hey.
get it.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Kevin's ass or Krampus?
What's the difference?
Okay. He's often depicted as half goat, half demon figure with horns, a long tongue, and clawed hands, kind of like Gene Simmons in Kiss. Krampus is seen as a counterpart to Saint Nicholas. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
He's
He's the
jolly
lead
guy.
singer of Diamondback, right? Or
He's the
Creed or
jolly
something.
guy in all those Coca-Cola
He's the
commercials.
lead singer of what?
I don't know. I said Diamondback, but that's a mountain bike brand.
It is.
I don't know mountain bikes and I don't know bands.
No,
I was like, I know like 3 bands. All right,
I think you meant Nickelback.
I did.
there you go.
I did. It's a nickel. It's like it's a more successful version of Nickelback.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. Nickelback is a very forgettable band, so
Yeah.
I don't blame you there, John.
Thank you.
Okay, so you know how Santa Claus rewards good kids?
He does.
Krampus does the opposite.
He hurts good kids.
He is no.
Oh.
Damn it. Well, double opposite because
I'm so confused.
he punishes naughty children. So Santa's got the good kids and he rewards them.
like
But
he
I don't
doms them?
understand this because he also brings a bunch of coal with him. So he fucks with kids too, with bad kids. So I don't. These Austrians.
Yeah, I mean, Santa supposedly doesn't. Well, I mean, or he just doesn't get stuff for the naughty kids, right?
Yeah, he doesn't like hurt them.
Yeah. Whereas Krampus, he's a motherfucker, dude. He is, and
that's
he's fucking horrifying. But
Let's hear it.
what's worse? Like, would you rather have a happy, jolly guy that is like, "Fuck you, here's some coal," and that sends a weird message? At least with Krampus, you know what you're getting.
I mean, but I feel with like
stuff.
Santa, he's definitely got a molest you kind of vibe. He's coming
You
into your
think so?
house.
It's the rosy cheeks.
Well, yeah.
How'd they get so rosy, Santa?
Yeah.
I don't think he's got a molester kind of vibe. He's definitely got like a
He's got a bag that
like a
kids
home
fit in.
invasion kind of vibe.
He definitely requires kids to sit on his lap.
That is true. That's
Yeah.
a good point.
That's
So let
not
me ask you this about
okay.
Krampus: Does he do anything good for the good kids, or does he just fuck with the bad kids?
No, he just works on the little Nazis in Germany, but not the,
Okay.
the Hitler
That's-
Youth. Okay, so Krampus is part of the traditional Krampusnacht, which means Krampus night, which is celebrated on the night of December 5th. So we're already a few days past that. Just before the feast of St. Nicholas. On Krampusnacht, people dress up as Krampus, wearing elaborate costumes made of fur.
Wait, people dress up as the bad guy?
Yeah, Krampus doesn't exist, Kevin, so they gotta fucking dress up as him. Just like people at the mall dress up like Santa Claus.
Kevin, do you think Santa's real?
Not anymore.
Oh,
By the tone in your voice.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Well, yeah.
Hey, who's my big boy? It's you.
You're gonna come back from this. Are you sweating, Kevin, right now?
Can I still sit on your lap, John?
Are you having a panic?
Always.
You having a little panic right now because your world came crashing
No,
down?
I was wondering because like you're saying like people dress up as Krampus like in the same way that people dress up as Santa.
Yeah, but different because like you'll see a whole series of people dress up like him and march down the street, and they scare the fucking shit out of kids in hopes of them having good behavior. Not
So
unlike
that's not the same thing as Santa.
No, it's not. Whoever said it was. Well, the dressing up part. I just meant there's no real Santa Claus. Oh fuck, you made me say it. So they wear furs and horns and masks and roam the streets to scare children.
It sounds like cosplay.
It is kind of cosplay.
Yeah.
What are those? They're like puffies. Is that what they're called?
Fluffies? Furbies.
Fluffies.
Furbies.
Furries.
Furries.
Did you say Furby?
I did. A lot
I
of people don't know this.
did.
Furby's favorite band is Diamondback.
Yeah. So Krampus is tied to the Advent season and is seen as a symbol of moral behavior, contrasting the generosity of Saint Nicholas with the consequences of misdeeds. Isn't that cool?
That's
Yeah.
so cool.
So if you're like a naughty little one and you took your little slingshot to the town and you started, I don't know, slingshotting fucking peanut shells at old fucking women or something.
Did you do bad things as a kid? Because you're really not getting this right.
I never did a bad thing. I was too scared.
Because you don't put peanut shells in your slingshot. That's not what you do.
What do you use, rocks?
Yeah,
Yeah, usually rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because they do
Okay.
way more damage.
All right. Well, you guys are bad. I was a good boy. Krampus is often depicted as a terrifying creature. Oh, I already read that part. Sorry. He also might carry some chains or bells or a bundle of birch sticks to beat naughty children or threaten them.
Jesus.
That's mean. In
So it's
some
basically
versions
this
of
is just my
folklore,
grandpa.
Krampus is known to carry a basket or a sack to take away particular bad children, often to drown, eat, or carry them off to hell.
What?
That's what he does.
That's fucked up, man.
Well, why do
You know what?
think-
You know what? It's this is what they believe in cold climates. They're just so miserable. They just got to come up with the worst shit that can happen.
What is it? Iceland, they believe in elves, right?
Do they?
Yeah, I think so.
I think you're thinking of
Narnia.
J.R.R. Tolkien.
No. There's. Look it up. Well, I'll do my next topic on it. I'm pretty sure that in Iceland they believe in, or some people believe in elves.
Yeah. Well, so there is something called a Krampus run where a bunch of people dress up like Krampus and they form a parade and then they run around and fucking scare the shit out of everybody. It's kind of cool. I like to see it.
Is Krampus real? And you said Santa wasn't.
Do you think Krampus is real, Kevin?
I'm asking the question, Greg.
Do you think a beast from hell I described how he looked, right? Like he's half goat, half demon. He's got horns, a long tongue. Gene Simmons, do you think he's real?
Gene Simmons is real. Yes.
Yeah, I think Gene Simmons is real.
Well, he's
Yeah.
not half goat.
Oh,
Other than
you
that,
sure about that?
he could be.
Kevin, here's what I believe. If you have enough evil in your heart, Krampus is real.
Okay. Thank you, John. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So, guys, you want to hear about Krampus in popular culture?
I mean,
Yes.
Chat GPT said you would.
Glad you guys are on board.
It's the
The
best.
figure of Krampus has seen a resurgence in modern pop culture, particularly in films such as the 2015 horror comedy Krampus.
I never saw that. Did you guys?
It was pretty good. I liked it.
Wait, so
Yeah.
what?
Krampus, the movie?
Krampus.
Oh, in 2015?
Yes, John. What the fuck?
I don't care when you saw it. Did you see it at all?
Oh, I saw it in 2016. Doesn't count.
Doesn't count. I don't want to know then.
I have not seen it.
You should watch it. You should watch it this holiday season. You'll enjoy it.
Is it like a legit funny horror movie?
It is funny, and yeah, it's fucking good. It's got that guy in it with the guy from Children's
Buscemi?
Hospital.
Oh.
You know the guy that's bald and he used to have that little puff of hair on the front.
Oh,
Corddry.
Rob Corddry.
Rob Corddry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob Corduroy.
Rob
good.
Corddry.
He's good now. So let's see. He's also appeared in various comic books, music, and video games, where his image is often used in more humorous or darkly satirical ways. Huh. I didn't know that. Krampus's influence has spread beyond Europe, with people around the world embracing the concept of Krampus.
Greg, be honest. Are you reading this for the first time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. It's hard to read what ChatGPT punches out too because it's often written almost like AI. So
Oh, yeah. That's weird.
I don't know if you've noticed that before.
Yeah.
No, I read it earlier, but I just I didn't pay it. You know, like sometimes you read something for about 30 minutes and you're like, I wasn't paying any
I
attention
didn't get any of that
at all. No, that's
Yeah, that's every time I read a book.
Yeah.
That's why I don't bother.
yeah, it's like dude, your brain's all like half of it's on vacation. The other half is thinking about a snack.
Dude,
And then the
like
other
beef
half,
jerky.
because there's 3 halves, is worried about something.
I'm reading what Marcus Aurelius, like I forget his, like wrote a book, like it's like 2,000 years old or whatever, or 1,400 years old. Man, I
John, we can't hear you if you don't talk into your mic.
Marcus Aurelius.
Mhm.
Better.
I'm reading that book, and I have to read a page a night because I can't go further than that because the way it's written, I can't do it.
It's so like dense.
It's not even dense. It's just like it's not done like a book is today, where it's like chapters. It's like it just kind of all runs together, and so it just I don't know. For me, it's like I'm
I'm
like,
getting sleepy just listening to you talk
Right.
about it.
Yeah, this is
Right.
and your monotone fucking NPR voice is crushing our spirit to live.
good. Kill
People
yourselves.
love my sweaty balls.
Thanks
Okay,
for calling.
Krampus and modern paganism. Some modern-day pagan and neo-pagan groups adopt Krampus as a symbol of the winter solstice, representing the dark side of the seasonal cycle before the return of the light. In some places, Krampus mythos intersects with other winter spirits from global folklore, such as the Yule goat or Billsnickle.
Did you who?
Bellsnickle.
Bill Snickle?
Yeah, Billsnickle.
Bill Snickleford.
Why?
Come on down. We got a
That one
special going
works
on
well.
in F-150s.
Gonna
Hey,
murder your
Come
children.
on down to Bill Snickleford.
You've been thinking about the new Explorer? Come on
I'm half
down.
goat, half demon. Grr. But the deals are straight from hell.
Deal's so good, you'll drown your kids.
Don't get into a wreck because we removed all the airbags. Okay. So let's see. Symbolism of Krampus. Krampus can be interpreted as a symbol of discipline and punishment, a reminder of consequences for bad behavior. He can also be seen as a contrast to the overly commercialized, sanitized image of Christmas. This is where it kind of hooks in with what Kevin talked about when I was paying attention for that 1 minute.
Mhm.
The focus on the darker, more primal forces associated with winter and the human experience, because winter's a fucking like a dredge through muddy ass fucking snow, and it makes you just hate your fucking life. And that's why like heart attacks go up, because people don't ever work out and they just start shoveling their fucking snow off the walkway, because if they don't do it, no one else is gonna fucking do it.
Or they just
And
live in Southern
just
California where there's no
stresses
No,
snow.
let him go. Let him go,
out.
John.
Yeah.
Stresses the shit out of me. So
When's the last time you shoveled snow, Greg?
fuck you, John.
Is-
Are
I'm
you
not
talking about?
familiar-
Are you talking about nose beers? Like nose beer snows?
nose beers?
You know, the little
He's talking about cocaine.
Oh.
cocaine.
Did you call
Cocaine.
it nose beard?
Nose beers. It's a nose beer. You never heard that before?
No.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Krampus before?
I've done cocaine with Krampus.
Fuck yeah, you have.
I've done enough cocaine to see Krampus.
All right, guys, that's Krampus. Had enough of you
Yay,
motherfuckers.
Krampus. You know, but though, like, I think it's interesting that like we still, and I have a 4-year-old, and I'm not gonna lie, we've said things like, if you want Santa to come, you better be good.
You have the
you
elf
know?
on the shelf as like a fucking spy.
I don't want anything to do with the elf on a shelf, because I will just do weird shit like the stuff you see on Instagram. It's totally what I would do.
Oh, so you can't be just a good person.
No, God
Yeah.
no.
You're gonna like have it like in positions with Barbie and stuff.
Well, maybe not quite that. I don't have any Barbies in the house because I don't, but
Would you have him buy a bunch of empty beer bottles and like fucking wrecking his T-Bird?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Are you talking about Elf on the Shelf?
yeah. I don't want any.
Kevin
Barbies.
doesn't believe in it. He only believes in haircuts.
I only believe in Santa and Krampus.
I mean,
John,
So
you
I
better
just-
bring something good to this, buddy.
oh, I am. So mine is a little bit lighter.
Lighter than
It's not about-
Krampus?
It's not about threatening children.
It's not about threatening children. So mine is about Umar Farouk Abdul Mutablab,
Okay.
aka the Christmas Day Bomber, aka the Underwear Bomber. Was born on December 22nd, 1986. Do you guys remember this?
No.
You don't
I
remember
do.
the Underwear Bomber?
I do remember the underwear bomber. He ruined going down on your partner for everybody.
So he Yeah, he basically on
I think John was just hoping that we both remember him, and he wouldn't have to say anything else.
that was
All right, good night.
Just tell the listeners out there. Do you remember?
Kevin
So
fucked it up.
He's his son of Alhaj Umaran Mutalib is known to have had multiple wives, as in common in some Muslim communities. He had at least 2 wives, including Umar Farouk's mother, Aisha. So I'm just going to call him the underwear bomber instead of saying his name over and over again. He was born in he was born in Nigeria. His father is a prominent Nigerian banker and was a former chairman of the First Bank of Nigeria.
So pretty upstanding citizen.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Things are going well so far.
I think it's really fascinating, right? Because Saddam Hussein, right? Not Saddam Hussein. Oh shit, Osama bin Laden.
Laden?
Yeah, he was like, he was the son of like a wealthy family, and so it's just like I feel sometimes like if you're in some of these countries that hate America and you're like the son of a, if you don't have anything to do, you have a lot of time, you just make some bad choices.
Well, they're saying that
Look
guy.
at what Luigi.
Yeah, I was just
Luigi-
gonna bring him up.
You were gonna bring that
Kevin.
up too? Yeah, he was an Ivy League grad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his grandparents were like super wealthy, like they owned country clubs or something. It was,
Yeah.
came from
So-
old money.
Wealth plus free time plus no direction, I think, equals bad things.
And like, I don't want to go off on a tangent, but I really thought that this guy was like screwed over by insurance companies or something. But if you got that much money, you probably weren't.
I
Yeah.
thought the same thing, and I think I even made the same face that Kevin made.
Yeah.
So I'm curious. Are you guys like? Because I know again, I'm watching a lot of people on Facebook,
stop.
Twitter, like celebrating the death of this guy.
Yeah, and calling him a hero, calling Luigi a hero.
Yeah.
I don't know his last name, but Luigi's good enough.
Well, he probably got fucking tired of saving the princess, and then
Yeah.
he kept having to do it over and over again. So it's like,
He wasn't the one doing it. His brother was handling all that.
Well,
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
was
I'm
kinda
sure
just
Luigi was
the guy
involved.
was making
He
the
was-
pizza.
He was tactical.
Were you gonna say something anti-murder or something like that? You
No, it's like, yeah, just I think it's very disgusting, or very not very. I think it's very sad that so many people are like so celebrating the death of this guy, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's just our healthcare system is fucked up, but it's not this guy's fault, right?
Right.
I don't know how people were necessarily celebrating it, but what it did bring to the surface was how many people have gotten completely fucked by the healthcare system.
Yeah,
and if you think about it, how many deaths is the healthcare system responsible for?
but
It's just
they're
an
making this guy
interesting-
into some sort of a martyr, and he's not. He didn't do this. Well, we don't know why he did this, but
I tend to agree with what you're saying, Kevin, but I mean, at least it's shining a light onto how just completely corrupted our system is.
I didn't know it needed a light. I thought we already knew that.
Do you
Well,
know what
it's
the
bringing it
profit
in
margin?
onto our fucking podcast right now, so obviously something's happening.
That's right,
I
because
think we've talked about healthcare before.
we have. This is where
It's
people
probably
get their
boring
news.
too. Then
It was so boring.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
boring. It
yeah.
was a John. It was
Oh my
definitely a John.
God.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. It was the
fucking-
one I did after taxes. So,
All right,
underwear. Let's
underwear guy.
Tidy Whiteys got radicalized by extremist ideology and sought to retaliate against U.S. military actions in the Middle East. He was influenced by Al Qaeda and the Arabian
Oh,
Peninsula.
that old saw.
And inspired by their anti-American rhetoric. You guys familiar with anti-American rhetoric?
Nope.
Yes.
Been
Do
most
tell.
recently seen on college campuses. So,
It is there.
Yep.
Boy, college is a waste of time these days. And money.
So Through the Looms was recruited by AP.
You didn't say you were going to keep changing his name.
It's called
no, you got
I'm having
to
a
keep doing
tough
it. It's
time.
great.
I'm having a tough time following the narrative on Walter White.
Yeah, we haven't got to the part where he cooks meth yet, but he does. That's where things really go south for him. So he's
It really
recruited-
spiraled.
He was recruited while he was in
Then
Yemen.
he got a lawyer for comic relief, but that lawyer ended up having a prequel. Pretty good. A lot of people, can't decide which show was better. Tidy Whitey show or Spanx.
So what did he change? It was Saul Goodman, and that what he changed his name to?
It's all good, man.
It's all good,
Oh,
man.
good, man. So the plot involves smuggling an explosive device onto a U.S. bound flight from Amsterdam to Detroit on December 25th, 2009, which is the Lord's something birthday. Did we say it was a birthday?
December 25th.
It's Jesus's birthday. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's Easter?
That's it. That's when he came back to life.
Yeah, that's when he rose
Isn't
from the
that
dead after
also-
3 days of
Wouldn't that
being
be
dead.
called
I
a
think.
birthday too?
So
Guys
wait, what is
gotta
the
get 2 birthdays?
What is the 45 days of Lent for?
Look, man, this is not the podcast
You're
to discuss this.
You're asking the wrong Jew.
Yeah, this is not something that we should ever discuss,
So the bomb was made
especially if all we're doing is ChatGPT research.
It's not thorough, is it? I didn't learn anything about Krampus. No one's more disappointed than me. I literally found out everything about Krampus as I was reading it to you guys. Wasn't good. I expected more Gene Simmons.
Okay,
And what happened to Paul Stanley?
John, continue.
Did Paul Stanley? Did he write Beth? Beth.
No, that was Peter Criss.
Okay. All right. You know a lot more about Kiss than I thought you would know.
Yeah, you really are quite the expert.
Every night when he goes to bed, he paints his face white, puts a star on, a black star.
That was Paul Stanley.
Well, you know.
It's a shit band.
Terrible.
A shit band.
Oh God, what was the movie about them? About the kids going to see Kiss?
There's a lot of them.
Oh,
Oh, the one
Detroit.
that they were in.
Detroit Rock City.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a good movie. That was a really.
I don't know if I ever saw that movie, but I know the one you're talking
It's a funny
about.
movie. The bomb was made of PETN, a powerful plastic explosive, and hidden in his underwear. While boarding the plane, he successfully passed through security with the bomb at Amsterdam's Schiphol Airport.
And where was he heading?
Detroit.
From Detroit, Amsterdam to Detroit. You know, because people are like, it's like, I just visited this amazing city. You know, I should go to Detroit.
Well, it all comes full circle with the Detroit Rock City thing.
Oh, it does. Wow, look at us. Okay, we can stop there.
We're not gonna do better.
So while nearing Detroit, he went to the restroom to prepare the device. And when he got back to his seat, he tried to detonate the bomb, but it failed to explode properly.
Because it was in his fucking underwear.
And so this is
Yeah, he was like ball sweating all over it.
so it
Probably shorted it out.
his underwear catches fire, leading to
Nice.
smoke and panic in the cabin.
That sounds right.
Panic, yeah, because you definitely don't want to be in a plane and see smoke. That
No.
definitely is
Tell
like
a flight
Especially
attendant.
coming from some dude's underwear.
that's not right.
Flight
Um,
attendant poured a fucking cup of coffee on him on his junk, and then he sued McDonald's.
Well, because
And now he's a gazillionaire.
because he had to have skin grafts on his pee-pee. So, nearby passengers and crew members quickly intervened using blankets, fire extinguishers, and bare hands to subdue. Who's I'm running out of underwear brands.
Underoos.
Hanes.
Hanes, and put out the fire. Under Armour was restrained and taken into custody when the plane made an emergency landing in Detroit. So, which is weird because it was already heading to Detroit. So why didn't they make an emergency landing somewhere else?
Well, it wasn't actually at an airport. It was just right in the middle of the city.
Because they're a bunch of fucking drama queens. They're like,
Yeah.
this is an emergency landing. You're right over the airport.
They landed.
I don't-
Actually, flight 242, you are on schedule. So
We just cleared you to land, so you don't need
we
the
just
drama.
need you to land. There's cops waiting there. Just you put out the
There
you
was
put
some
out
guy
the
trying to set off his
you put out
chonies.
the boxer brief fire, right?
Oh, nice. MeUndies. Yeah. So MeUndies was let's see. He initially claimed to have acted
Did you pull up a
alone.
website for underwear brands?
No, I'm just really just trying to come off the top of my head. I'm like, all right, what are other
Okay.
brands?
Good.
So, did you guys have Fruit of the Looms?
Yep.
Oh, Underoos. Did you guys do Underoos?
I already said underoos. You weren't listening because
I
you were
w-
talking about something else.
I missed underoos too, Greg.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Play the
Yeah,
tape.
I did. I think I had underoos when I was a kid, John.
You don't wear them now.
I don't believe so.
No.
Did you wear Wonder Woman Underoos? Wonder
No, I had
Woman.
Scooby Doo ones, and my dad used to call me Dog Butt. haunted me.
He still calls you Doug, but
Well, that's because he basically has the ass of a dog. Yeah.
that's because he spins around in circles before he sits down.
And he has no ass, but it's incredibly hairy. and he likes likes to walk around and show everybody his butthole.
That's right.
That's a good point. Like
I'm not a particularly hairy person, though.
Dogs don't have butt cheeks either,
No, they don't.
just like Kevin.
They don't.
Just
You know
like
why? Because they don't do squats.
Yeah. Mhm.
How do you explain how they poop?
Not really a squat.
Yeah, that's not.
What do you call it?
Crouch?
That's a squat.
I mean,
I mean, their front paws aren't off the ground or anything, but it's not like they got a barbell across their shoulders or anything. But that's a squat.
John, continue with Krampus.
Enlighten us, please. What was he trying to light it with? Did he have a Zippo? How do you get that through the airport? I don't like Amsterdam.
I don't think it was a zip. It was like a chemical reaction. It was like something. Like,
Oh, that's what he's going for. Okay.
Yeah. And it didn't react.
Was he
well.
wearing 2 pairs of underwear and he was just hoping they'd rub together and spark something?
How did he think he was going to get away? I mean, I don't understand.
Well, no,
that
he was
part.
gonna be a suicide bomber.
No, I know, John. I was just joking.
Oh, sorry.
Why do you want the bomb to start in your fucking genital area?
Because you get 3 extra virgins if you do it that way.
But no, when you get up there, you have no junk.
No.
Yeah, God feels bad for
Yeah,
you, so he's like, "Here, have some more virgins."
And he gives you 12-inch pipe when you get there. He's like,
does?
Yeah. That's what he
Okay.
calls it.
Yeah, you got the wrong religion, Greg.
Yep.
I sure did.
Yep.
I was just born on Earth with a 12-inch dong.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's 12
I
inches, right?
was a baby with a 12-inch dick.
That's
What's wrong with you?
Soft.
So many things wrong.
They
With
kept
you.
having to
episode
give him
won't end.
CPR because he kept getting baby hard-ons.
It took me 5 years to learn to walk because I was lightheaded.
Nope. Don't like this.
He couldn't crawl. He had to go over on his back.
Oh God! What? I couldn't quite make it.
Oh,
Kept on pole vaulting around the house.
How does he keep getting over the gate?
It's called a running start.
Oh.
we can't keep this kid contained.
And you see the size of a dick.
Oh, okay. He initially
It's baby Greg. And his awkwardly large penis wouldn't fit in standard and underoos.
Oh. Okay. He initially claimed to have acted alone, but later cooperated with investigators, and evidence and intelligence connected him to Al Qaeda operatives in Yemen. And all right, someone give me an underwear brand. What else we got? What do we got left?
I have some Pumas.
There we go. It's Puma.
Champion?
Oh yeah, champion. So Puma was charged in the U.S. with attempted use of a weapon of mass destruction, among other charges, and he pleaded guilty to all counts and was sentenced to life in prison without parole. He's actually in Colorado. He's jailed in Colorado. You guys have some sort of maximum security prison in Colorado where there's like a lot of cartel leaders and all kinds of crazy people.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
underwear guys.
Yeah. That's where not Saul. That's where Walter White is. Yeah.
Walter White's dead.
Oh, it's ADX.
Spoiler
It
alert.
is Saul.
ADX Florence in Colorado. That's where it's at.
Oh, okay.
And so he is now in prison for the rest of his life, and will never get out. And what do we learn? Every time we think we have security figured out, or terrorists figured out another way to get a bomb on the plane. So,
What year was it? You say 2000?
2009. 2009.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Christmas Day 2009. So he's known as the Christmas Day bomber or the underwear. But the underwear, the Christmas Day bomber is what like the government called him, but the underwear bomber is what the media and pop culture.
I mean, it's way
better.
It rolls off the tongue, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, you really tried to find the most fucking cynical thing related to the holidays as possible, didn't you, John? Instead of talking about your mom's fruitcake recipe, you got to come up with a fucking underwear bomber.
Well, what I was trying to do is I was going to do Krampus, and then when you called me, I was like, well, I guess I won't do.
You
Krampus.
told me you had already picked something else by the time we talked.
I said
for
I
my
was
day
like
pod.
on the fence about it, and then I just
No,
felt
you
bad
didn't.
for you. I felt bad for you. I lied to you
When
because
was the last time either of you had a fruitcake?
I've never
probably
had a fruit
20
cake.
years. Probably like my
Yeah, I
grandmother
mean,
used to get
I
them.
was a kid when I had a fruit.
Yeah.
I wonder, was
They're
it just
just-
as bad
they're
then?
just
I actually
disgusting.
liked them.
You liked it?
I like
Yeah.
a fruitcake.
I like a fruit cake.
I do.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think they're good.
I'm just curious because I like it gets it gets such a bad rap, but I don't know. Like I don't know what they taste like. I guess
It's like a super dense cake.
Yeah.
It has nuts and fruit, and the way it's like grounded. It's like how it's made. It's super dense.
It's not
I
really
think
a
that's what a lot of
cake
people don't
either,
like about
right?
it.
It's fucking.
Yeah, it's
There's
not
no
cake.
frosting.
It's more like a really like dense, thick, dry bread. That's what it's like.
Oh, that's a horrible sales pitch.
Yeah. You ever had a there's like a
You ever eaten cardboard?
no there's a brand of like bread that it's rice bread, and it's kind of, have you ever had that? It's, you can get it at
Mm-mm.
Trader Joe's. It's like it kind of like that. It's like kind of chew. It's like dense and chewy. So
Huh.
It's Krampus.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us for History Defeats Itself. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday season. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy
Happy
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. Season's greetings. Happy New Year.
Hakoshkapunk.
Yes. Happy Krampus. Happy underwear.
And
Bomb.
and happy. Did we say Happy New Year? Did we
I
say
said Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yeah.
Did I miss anything, Greg?
I'll see you next Purim.
You see what?
I'll see you next Purim.
Could you spell that?
I'll have to take your word for that.
Purim.
All
Google
right.
it.
Have a wonderful holiday, everybody, from all of us.
This is
at
going on
History
way
Defeats
too long,
Itself.
Kevin.
From our family to
Bye.
yours, go fuck yourself.